Should we be concerned about what happens to our data in the context of COVID-19? This is always an important question, but it's especially important now as gathering and analysing data about our movements and our health is a key strategy for governments currently trying to deal with the pandemic. In the UK, ministers are relying on millions of people downloading a contact tracing app to enable them to manage the coronavirus situation. The app will use Bluetooth technology to record other app users who come into close contact with you. If you then report feeling unwell with symptoms of COVID-19, this triggers an anonymous alert to other users with whom you've come into close contact in the past few days. But should we be concerned about this? 3 things are important in my view. First, previous research into public attitudes to data gathering tells us that people always have concerns, whether it's possible for personal data to be kept secure or whether data will be sold or shared without people's knowledge and consent. And whether these concerns are pertinent to the COVID-19 contact tracing app depends on whether the UK government decide to use a centralised or a decentralised approach. In centralised models, our data go to a central store, which is looked after by the NHS, who then send alerts to other users. In a decentralised model, the data stays on our phones and data gets sent to other users directly from our phones through these alerts. So the centralised model allows experts to learn about the virus, whereas the decentralised model does a better job of protecting your data privacy. So second, previous research also shows that people want clear communication about what happens to their data and the chance to opt out of data gathering. This suggests that it's crucial that the use of a contact tracing app remains optional to give people a sense of personal control over their data. Iceland has the most downloaded contact tracing app, and its success is put down to clear rules about how data will be used. Data will only be retained temporarily, and the app will be withdrawn from circulation once the pandemic is over. So whether the UK follows the Icelandic example will determine whether we should be concerned. Third, who is involved in data gathering also matters. We've learned to be suspicious of big tech companies, but actually Apple and Google have been on the side of preserving data privacy, and they've put the infrastructure in place to enable the decentralised model of the contact tracing app. This is confusing. Should we trust them or not? The data analysis company Palantir has been involved in building the data-driven systems to help tackle COVID-19. Privacy experts and data rights advocates are concerned about whether they'll have access to gathered data, and if they do, what they'll do with it. So to conclude, in a recent survey, around half of the people surveyed thought that controlling the coronavirus pandemic was more important than protecting privacy, compared to 1 in 5 people who thought it was more important to protect privacy. So for me, the big unanswered question that remains is, should our concerns about what happens to our data change in the context of a global health crisis?